Today I'm going to give you 10 reasons why you should love Matera. This is an unusual mix of crushing poverty, redemption, movie glamour, Christianity, the sitcom Friends, a famous spy, all in one of the world's oldest inhabited places. Matera is a city in southern Italy. It's had settlements since at least 7000 BC, making it one of the oldest continually inhabited settlements in the world. The original settlement lies in the canyons carved by the Gravina River. This area, Sassi di Matera, is a complex of cave dwellings carved into the rock and is broken down into two districts, Sasso Cavioso and Sasso Barisano. To learn more about La Bella Italia, consider subscribing. The city was part of Magna Graecia. The poet Tommaso Stigliani stated, Matera welcomed Metapontine refugees after the destruction of their city by Hannibal the Carthaginian. Some claim Matteola was founded by the Roman Lucius Caecilius Metellus in 251 BC and used for a transportation and logistics hub. Matera was conquered by the Lombards in 664 AD and soon became part of the Duchy of Benevento. In the 7th and 8th centuries, the cave grottos were occupied by both Benedictine and Basilian monks. Matera was destroyed in 867 by Ludovico II, Emperor of the Franks, as he battled to drive out the Saracens from the nearby Emirate of Bari. Between the 8th and the 10th centuries, the Goths, the Lombards, the Saracens, the Byzantines all battled over the territory and frequently laid siege to Matera. Norman settlement of nearby Apulia meant Matera was ruled by William I Hauteville from 1043. Natural disasters still struck, including earthquakes and disease. The Aragonese took control of Matera in the 15th century, and it was soon passed to the Tramontano family. The Baron Giovanni Carlo Tramontano of Sorrento was given the city of Matera in 1497 by the King of Naples, Ferdinand II of Aragon. Giovanni set in motion the building of Castello Tramontano. In 1506, King Ferdinand II changed his mind. He announced he was planning to give away large areas of land to loyal groups of Spanish noblemen. Count Giovanni Carlo and his wife Contessa Elisabetta Restigliano immediately petitioned the king at the royal court in Naples with money and jewellery. Clearly impressed by the value of their arguments, the king permitted Count Giancarlo Tramontano to keep Matera. The aristocracy and the general population of Matera already thought of the count as an arrogant tyrant, but were outraged when he levied additional heavy taxes to fund his extensive debts and lavish lifestyle. On December 29, 1514, Count Giancarlo and his wife were leaving Mass. Suddenly the Count was assassinated by a baying mob. The Countess fled. The church bells rang as the population celebrated the death of the unpopular Count. The king in Naples considered the murder of the Count a political assassination and immediately sent an investigator. 4 innocent men were indeed hanged, but the guilty criminals were never found. Baroque buildings and churches dotted the Sassi, but as the Neapolitans moved away, the economy soon collapsed. Risorgimento did not bring about the promised land reforms and triggered the Gattini massacre in 1860. Matera was overrun by poverty, poor sanitation and disease. Matera rose up against the Nazis in September 1943. 11 people died under machine gun fire of retreating German forces, and a further 15 died as a retaliation, Matera was declared the shame of Italy. In 1952, the evacuation of the Sassi began, caused by severe poverty and terrible living standards, and new city construction began but remained controversial. The Sassi were left abandoned for some time. By 1986, the restoration of the ancient parts of Matera had begun. People returned to live in Sassi again. These days, Matera is now a prime tourism destination with a flourishing arts community. The annual celebration of the Madonna della Bruna is on the 2nd of July. Matera has a traditional dance called pizzica. It's a regional variation of the tarantella. Things to do in Matera. Well, to start with, and it's no surprise, the Sassi di Matera includes Sasso Cavioso and Sasso Barisano. The church, San Pietro Cavioso, Santa Maria de Idris, where you can see 14th and 15th century frescoes. The crypt of the original sin is located in a natural cave on the Murgia platform. Get lost in the cobble streets of Matera. In Piazza Giovanni Pascoli, enjoy the Baroque buildings, the modern shops, cafes and restaurants, and of course the viewing platform. Parco della Muggia Materana. Enjoy the stunning views over Muggia, the highland surrounding Matera, and if you are fit and up to some trekking, head to Muggia Timone and enjoy Matera at sundown. Matera Cathedral was dedicated to Santa Maria della Bruna. The Tramontano Castle, the Palazzo dell'Annunziata, the Muggia National Park, Parco della Muggia Materana, is a bird sanctuary which includes the Gravina di Matera and about 150 rock churches. The San Giuliano Regional Reserve. A number of movies have been made using Matera as a backdrop. The Sassi are visibly very much like sites in Jerusalem and Bethlehem. For example, Pier Pasolini filmed The Gospel according to St. Matthew. Bruce Beresford filmed King David. Mel Gibson filmed The Passion of the Christ. Timur Bekmambetov's Ben-Hur was filmed here. Garth Davis filmed Mary Magdalene. James Bond, No Time to Die was filmed here. Francesco Rosi, Christ Stopped at Eboli was filmed here. One of the famous sons of Matera is Cosimo Fusco, an actor who is best known for his role as Paolo, one of the boyfriends of Rachel in the American sitcom Friends.